Hello viewers, welcome to the section, The Power of R. In this section, we will learn about core essentials of R programming, creating data frames, for loops and vectorization in R. Now we move on to the video, Core Essentials of R Programming. In this video, we will deal with how to create variables. One of the reasons for R's success is its use of variables. Variables are used in all aspects of R programming. For example, variables can hold data, strings to access a database, queries, and test results. Variables are a key part of the modeling process, and their selection has a fundamental impact on the usefulness of the models. Therefore, variables are an important place to start, since they are at the heart of R programming. It is very simple to create variables in R, and to save values in them. To create a variable, you simply need to give the variable a name and assign a value to it. In many other languages, such as SQL, it's necessary to specify the type of value that the variable will hold. Unlike other programming languages, such as SQL, R does not require that you specify the type of the variable before it's created. Instead, R works out the type for itself by looking at the data that is assigned to the variable. In R, we assign variables using an assignment variable, which is a less than sign followed by a hyphen. Next, we will move on to data structures in R. The power of R resides in its ability to analyze data, and this ability is largely derived from its powerful data types. Fundamentally, R is a vectorized programming language. Data structures in R are constructed from vectors that are foundational. This means that R's operations are optimized to work with vectors. Further, we will learn about vector. The vector is a core component of R. It is a fundamental data type. Essentially, a vector is a data structure that contains an array where all of the values are the same type. For example, they could all be strings or numbers. However, note that vectors cannot contain mixed data types. R uses the C method function to take a list of items and turns them into a vector. After that, we will look into the types of lists in R. R contains two types of lists, a basic list and a named list. A basic list is created using the list operator. In a named list, every item in the list has a name as well as a value. Named lists are a good mapping structure to help map data between R and Tableau. In R, lists are mapped using the $operator. Note, however, that this list label operator is case sensitive. Then we will move on to matrices. Matrices are two-dimensional structures that have rows and columns. The matrices are lists of rows. It's important to note that every cell in a matrix has the same type. Finally, we will learn about factors. A factor is a list of all possible values of a variable in a string format. It is a special string type, which is chosen from a specified set of values known as levels. They are sometimes known as categorical variables. In dimensional modeling terminology, a factor is equivalent to a dimension, and the levels represent different attributes of the dimension. Note that factors are variables that can only contain a limited number of different values. In this video, we learned about core essentials of R programming,